so loudly, I cannot hear his answer. Finally, I am able to whisper, "Never," but it goes unheard. Usually, I'm the first to contradict him. And now, all I can do is stand in unbelief with no voice. I had no difficulty questioning him earlier this evening on washing our feet. So I asked him as he came to me, "Lord, are you going to wash my feet? Rather, I will wash yours." Those eyes looked deeply into mine. He patiently explained his actions to me. "I know you don't understand what I'm going to do, Peter, but later you will." I knew I would never understand this action, and I blurted out, "You will never wash my feet." His eyes continued to hold on to mine. His answer startled me. "If I do not wash your feet, then you are no longer my disciple." No longer his, my very life is his, I said to myself. Aloud, I blurted out, "Then just don't wash my feet, wash my hands, and even my head." Typically, I had missed the point. He explained to us that his actions was that of servanthood, not washing dirty feet. He said he must be handed over to die. After supper, we sing a hymn. Even the comforting words of the old song does not console me. That he actually just told us that he must die. He can't die. He is the Messiah. I was the first one to say that. And he assures me that he is. That only Almighty God, whom he calls Father, revealed that to me. "You are blessed, Simon, son of Jonah," he said, putting his hand on my shoulder. He called me Rock. And he said he would build his church upon this rock. Me. And he said he would give me the kingdom, or the keys to the kingdom of heaven. We stumble along behind him towards the Mount of Olives in silence. About halfway up, he turns and says sadly, "Tonight you will all desert me." This time I find my voice and I firmly declare I will never desert you, even if everyone else does. He walks back to me, "Peter," and he puts those loving hands on my shoulders. "Even before the rooster crows his second time in the morning, you will deny you even know me 3 times. I shout back, "No! I will die with you before I deny you." The others take my side and make the same vow. He turns from us and leads farther on down the trail to a grove of olive trees. "Come with me, Peter," James and John too. "The rest of you sit here while I go into the garden to pray." We sit quietly as he walks on a little farther. Then he lays prostrate on the ground in prayer. I must have closed my eyes, for he is shaking me, saying, "Peter, wake up! Couldn't you even stay awake for 1 hour?" We vow to stay awake, but soon sleep overtakes us. We find ourselves again waking up to Jesus' voice. "Are you still sleeping? Get up! We must be going. It is now time for me to be given into the hands of sinners." Even while he's speaking, we hear voices and footsteps. Judas is leading them. Some of the elders and many armed soldiers. Judas greets him and kisses his cheek. Jesus says to Judas, "Friend, why do you come here with a kiss?" 2 soldiers and the high priest, servant Malchus, grab Jesus and restrain him, even though he does not try to resist. Andrew calls out to Jesus, "Rabbi, shall we put the sword to them?" I immediately draw my sword, slice off the ear of Malchus as he flinches my onslaught. I see his ear hanging by the lobe. Blood rushes down his neck. Jesus tenses his body and shouts, "Enough of this! Who do you seek?" Several answer him, "Jesus of Nazareth." "I am he," says. Unbelievably, they all slumped to the ground as if they had fainted. He walks over to Malchus and touches his ear, and it is immediately healed. Then they begin to rise, and they go ahead and seize him again, one soldier on either side. We too are afraid that we might be seized, and we flee away in 11 different directions. Now I sit outside the courtyard. At the house of Caiaphas, the high priest. A young girl peers at me closely and says, "I have seen you with the Galileans. Aren't you one of his followers?" I pull back into the darkness and say, "I don't know the man." Then I move out to the gate where it is dark. And somehow, someone goes by, and now and then I ask them what they're doing and what's going on. Memories flood my thoughts. And I remember my brother Andrew coming to me and saying, "I have met the Messiah." Soon, we both left our nets, and we were following Jesus. Until now, I think. A sob escapes my mouth, and a face bends down to mine. "Did I see you in the garden with this Jesus?" asked the soldier. Angry now, I feel some courage, and I answered him, "I tell you, I don't even know this man." One of the bystanders who had come near to listen says, "Surely you are a Galilean and know him. I can tell by your accent." "No, no, no," I whimpered. As everyone gets quiet, somewhere, a cock crows to herald in the new day. As the rooster crows again, I look up into the eyes of Jesus as they're leading in from the house. It is then I remember about what he said about a rooster. And now, the crowd fires, but I run the other way. I do not stop until I am wiped by my own tears. I sit down near a wall of Jerusalem, and I ask, "Is it I, Lord?" "Yes,